Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Jackowitz. Welcome to the Kaged match. This is my review for NXT for 11/13/19. Same thing with AEW. This was a really great crowd. They were really on fire tonight, and that just makes things better. I'm sorry. When you got a good crowd, even a bad show can seem better. First thing I'm going to acknowledge is there were some CM Punk shirts in the crowd. CM Punk, he just came to WWE backstage. So big moment there. I'll talk about that in its own separate post. First match here, Angel Garza versus Lio Rush. Dude, this was a barn burner. This was a great match. A lot of high, super fast-paced action. Lio Rush, I hadn't really paid attention to him before, but now seeing his matches, the dude is just so damn good. Like, legitimately so good. And Angel Garza as well, man. He pulled off some incredible moves. There was like a move where he's standing on the top rope holding Lio Rush and does a moonsault with Lio Rush in his arms. That was pretty impressive. So, amazing match. At the end of the day, Lio Rush wins. I don't think I would have cared either way who won. It was just a damn good match. Made me really take notice. After that, you get Xia Li versus Aaliyah with Vanessa Bourne. Now, this was the first of two major mess-ups during the show. And watching this match, I can't really say that somebody did anything sloppily. I think it was just like one kick, two kicks, and Aaliyah walked right into Xia Li's second kick. And it messed her face up. She broke her nose. She's bleeding all over the place. Xia Li won. You could see that Xia Li was looking down and kind of concerned after the match. And she was, still trying to be in character and, yeah, I got the win. And still looking down at Aaliyah like, oh, shit. So obviously it wasn't intentional, but Aaliyah took a really good shot there. You get a Finn Balor promo after that match. Matt Riddle comes out because he's talking all kind of mess about Riddle. They have this nice fight going on. So apparently at War Games, it's going to be Matt Riddle versus Finn Balor. Matt Riddle's being taken out of War Games because Johnny Gargano is not medically cleared to compete. So that kind of sucks as far as Gargano not being there. But Matt Riddle and Finn Balor, I would expect to be a very good match. Undisputed Era comes out and they try to surround the ring with Matt Riddle, but then out comes Tommaso Ciampa and Keith Lee. There's a lot of jaw-jacking between Undisputed Era, Ciampa, and Lee. It turns into a match between Keith Lee and Roderick Strong. I would expect this to be a good match. Roderick Strong's very, very talented, and Lee really catches you by surprise. So this is kind of a rehashing. You have a pretty good match, pretty long match, with some very cool spots. Roderick Strong doing a superplex with Keith Lee. And Keith Lee, just being the big guy that he is, it looks pretty amazing. So Undisputed Era come out, Ciampa comes out, Matt Riddle comes out, Finn Balor comes out, takes out Matt Riddle, and then you have Lee, while all this confusion is going on, gets the win on Roderick Strong. Undisputed Era come in and they're beating down on Ciampa and Lee. Then Dominic Dijakovic comes out. He kind of saves the day and says that he wants to be on Team Ciampa. So he shakes Ciampa's hand, turns around. Of course, there's Keith Lee. They shake hands, and there you go. Good spot all the way around. You come back from commercial, and Jessamyn Duke, Marina Shafir, and Candice LeRae are laid out outside the arena. They're trying to figure out who did it. The next match is Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Bronson Reed. Isaiah Swerve Scott is really impressing me so far. He pulled off a really good match with Bronson Reed, gets the win. Moving on to Balor versus Riddle War Games announcement. They had, I forget which blonde lady, I don't know her name. She makes the announcement that it's official, that it's going to be Riddle versus Balor. He's pulled out of War Games, and there you go. Then you get what is supposed to be Pete Dunne versus Killian Dane, but Damian Priest comes out, intercepts Pete Dunne, then Killian Dane comes out, and it's this big three-way brawl. So that really goes nowhere. It's just a fight. After that, you get Mia Yim. She's got this interview where Dakota Kai comes up and she says yo, I don't, you got the spot in War Games. I respect that. But, if anything happens tonight, I got your back. That turns into Mia Yim versus Io Shirai ladder match. And this is where you get the second of two major mess ups. And this one, I honestly kind of lean toward Io Shirai. I don't know if I can really do that justifiably, but well, let's talk about the match. It's a ladder match. Mia Yim and Io Shirai in a ladder match, and it kind of decides who's going to get the advantage in War Games. So it's a ladder match, man. It's brutal. You got suplexes on the ladder. You got Mia Yim throwing Io Shirai into the ladder. You've got, all your spots that you would expect to have. And kudos to both women for doing it. It was painful to watch at times. You could tell they were in a whole shitload of pain. So having said that, there was one spot where Mia Yim is holding a ladder kind of across her chest. And Io Shirai is on the outside. She jumps up on the top rope, jumps up off the rope, and kicks the ladder. And it looks like she kicked the ladder a little bit stiff, and it went right into Mia Yim's face, and it busted her up pretty good. The doctors were immediately over there. She's just leaking. She said on Twitter that she's fine now. She got back up. She got in the ring. She finished the match. There was a spot when Dakota Kai comes down and tried to get the best of Io Shirai. But then Kaylee Ray comes down as Mia Yim is on top of the ladder. Now keep in mind, she just took ladder to the face and she's busted up. So they take care of Io Shirai for a second. Kaylee Ray comes out, pushes Mia Yim off the ladder. She goes out to the outside and breaks the ladder that's kind of propped up on the outside. So it was kind of hard, man. She took some nasty bumps that night. At the end of the day, Kaylee Ray, she helps Io Shirai up the ladder. Out comes Shayna Baszler. She's on the ramp, kind of looking toward her team because now Shayna Baszler's team has the advantage. Bayley comes out with a steel chair, cracks Shayna Baszler, and then takes off as the other women chase her down. And that's where they leave the show. It was a good show. I really liked it. I really liked how they started it. I really liked how they finished it. They took some risks. They actually showed that they got some balls, including the women. I was really impressed. I really was, man. I liked a lot about this. I liked the Angel Garza Leo Rush match. I liked the whole bit they did with Undisputed Era, Lee Strong, Dominic Dijakovic coming out. Isaiah Swerve Scott was looking good. Mia Yim, say what you will about her. I know some people aren't very big on her in-ring acumen, and I kind of lean that way. I have a lot more respect for her now, though, I'll tell you that much. After seeing that mess, and her coming back and finishing it, and she got a standing ovation as she left. I mean, what more can you say? Honestly, I thought that it was just a damn good show. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10, which actually is exactly what I gave AEW. So I'm going to call it a tie this week. I just thought both shows were really good. I really did. I felt like they really brought their A game. So, ladies and gentlemen, I said it before and I'll say it again. After Monday's abysmal show, it was really nice to come back and have a good night of wrestling. So that's where I'm at. 8.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz. Kaged Nation, out.